Hello everybody, welcome back. This is Dan back with another video where today the topic we'll be discussing is when is the right time to purchase a home? It's a question I get all the time from clients, and the answer is going to be different for everybody. And I figured it was a good idea to share my thoughts on it, where we'll dive into personal factors that you'll want to consider, talking about the market and what to watch for in the market, discussing the pros and cons of waiting to purchase a home. And hopefully after this video, you'll have a lot of information that you can use to help you answer that question for yourself. And when is the right time to go ahead and purchase that home? I think this conversation is going to start off best with focusing on things that are within our control. So personal factors such as, have you seen your credit score lately? Do you know where your middle credit score is? Do you know how much monthly debt you have and what's all reporting on your credit bureau? Do you have any savings set aside? Do you know how much you need to have for a down payment? Do you know which programs are available to you? And to help answer these questions, I always encourage my clients to fill out a mortgage application early. Even if you're not ready to purchase a house right at this time, there's no harm in filling out a mortgage application, talking with a loan advisor, and reviewing your options to see what programs are available to you in your area. Do you qualify for any down payment assistance programs, grants? Are you a first-time home buyer? Could you get access to any first-time home buyer benefits as well? And a lot of lenders, if you're worried about having a hard credit inquiry by filling out a mortgage application, I get that. Although I will say that a lot of lenders are able to do what's called a soft credit pull, which will not have any negative impact on your credit score. And having that conversation with the mortgage lender, they're going to be able to look at the options for loan programs that are going to be best available to you and give you some advice of what to work towards, whether it's focusing on something with credit, focusing on something with your savings, or paying down some debt to put you in the best position possible for when you're ready to move forward. Looking at our current income and employment situation is another thing that you're going to want to do and consider when looking to purchase a home. Do you see yourself being around the same area with the same employer for the next 2, 3, 4+ years? Do you have any room for advancement? Have you been considering other fields or other opportunities? That's maybe some questions that you want to consider too when deciding whether to purchase a home or not. There's not an exact rule to say that you have to be within a certain location for 3, 4, 5+ years. But I will say, if there's a good chance that you might move to a different location within the next 2 or 3 years, maybe that's not going to be the best time to look to purchase a house. So understanding where you're at and also understanding where those mortgage payments would be around with your current income levels, making sure that you're going to be comfortable with making those payments for the mortgage, that it's not going to be tying you down in a way that is going to make you uncomfortable, because some clients can get approved for more than what they're going to be comfortable with. It's tough to tell what our future plans might be. Other than that, family, significant others, and things like that. All factors that maybe are not going to be the main thing in determining when you're going to purchase a house. All things to consider, maybe even the location and what size of a house that you might be looking to purchase that you'll want to consider. Now, once you've went through that exercise of looking at your own situation and finances to see when you're ready to move forward, the next questions that you're going to be asking is based on the market conditions. So things like, what are home values doing? Are prices generally going up or down in the areas that you're looking at? Is there a lot of inventory out there right now? And how much competition is there? Are you going to be competing with a lot of other buyers? And some of these questions are going to vary depending on the state that you're in and even your local market, the time of year. So getting connected with an experienced realtor is another thing that you're going to want to do, especially once you're pre-approved, and start asking them some of those questions. Now, in general, home values have continued just to go up and up and up. Even as mortgage rates went up, inventory came down, and home values have been either maintaining or in most areas still going up. And it's a reason that people were waiting in the past, but my personal opinion is that once you've answered those questions for yourself and you've got your finances in line, you've gotten pre-approved, you're comfortable with what the payments would look like, especially for the home value range that you'd look to apply for, there could be reasons within your local market that will cause you to wait maybe a little bit of time. There's a spring market that's really competitive. Maybe you don't want to be within that window. or it kind of slows down a little bit more near the end of the year. Maybe there's not as many listings, at certain points of the year during fall or during the holidays and things like that. But my personal opinion is once you've went through, you're pre-approved, you know that you're good to go, you've got everything set aside, you're going to want to get connected with the realtor, let them know really what you're looking for, and at least have them set you up on a search. And again, maybe there is times during the year where you want to be more or less aggressive in your home search, but asking a realtor some of those questions is going to help you. And if you already have a house you have right now and you need to sell your current home along with purchasing a new home, then again, within that seasonal period of the year, there might be some recommendations that realtor is going to have for you to try and put yourself in the best position possible. But I do not think it's a great idea to say that, well, I'm ready, but I'm going to wait for the market to do this or that. I'm going to wait for mortgage rates to come down, or I'm going to wait for home values to come down, or when it's not as competitive. In my opinion, long term, you're just going to be pricing yourself into a more expensive house in the future, as statistics have shown us that as time goes by, home values have just continued to go up, and that's what we're expecting them to do. Again, nobody's going to guarantee anything, but I just feel like personally, once you are ready, it is very likely a good time to get yourself set up on a home search and talk with a realtor and having those next conversations. Besides the housing market, the interest rate market is another one that people are always asking us about. And I understand, I'm watching the market daily as mortgage rates do fluctuate daily based on what mortgage bonds are doing. And we have been in a dire need for mortgage rates to come down. Completely agree with everybody that says, with rates where they are right now, they've been on the high side ever since COVID happened. The inflation was getting out of control. But there's signs to say that inflation has been coming back down just a little bit. The Feds have been in discussions about possibly reducing the Fed funds rate here coming up later this year. And there's a lot of signs pointing in a positive direction that, maybe we will get a little bit of relief with these mortgage rates. But again, if they come down, then great. And if you do purchase a house, you'll want to see the terms of the loan that you're applying for. But in general, for conventional financing and a lot of government programs, there's no prepayment penalty. So if you purchase a house right now and you're comfortable with where the payments are and you can afford it, you find the right house right now, and then in the future, if rates do come down, this is something I automatically watch for my clients. But you can always explore a refinance in the future that you can take that lower rate, and then you don't have to worry about, waiting for that rate to come. You purchase now, refinance later, and then you'll be good to go. So again, mortgage rates, hopeful that they will be coming down in the near future. No promises with that, so we'll just all have to kind of wait and see. But I don't think that should be another main factor in waiting for the right time. Now, as we're getting to the end here, I'd like to just review pros and cons of waiting to purchase the home. So we'll start with the reasons why maybe it would be an okay idea to wait to purchase. We talked about our personal finances, so getting yourself in a better position financially, maybe increasing your credit score a little bit, paying down some of the debt so that you're going to be more comfortable with that new mortgage payment, and also maybe saving up just a little bit more money for that down payment. So if there's any reason that you can work on yourself, putting yourself in a little bit better position, waiting and having a plan moving forward to do that would be an okay reason to wait. Another reason, we talked a little bit about it, but with the housing market, there might be some pockets in time that would be a little bit more beneficial to be a little bit more aggressive with your home purchase. So if you've game planned with the realtor, and maybe there's a certain time within your local market that's going to be more advantageous to you, you might be waiting for that time of the year. And then let's just be honest too, with making a big change like purchasing a house, we're all human, we can get stressed out. So as silly as it sounds, not purchasing a house and not making a big change is probably going to cause us, less stress. And so having more time to do a little bit of research and preparing ourselves, for making that big decision, is another factor that mentally you're going to want to be ready to move forward when you want to purchase that home. So again, those could be some reasons to say, yes, this is why it might be a good idea to wait to purchase that home. Now, on the flip side of reasons to wait is the reasons that you should not wait to purchase a house. And mainly those all come down to financial reasons. The main one being is that home values have just continued to increase. And the longer you wait, there's a really good chance that the homes, especially in the range and location that you're looking at, are only going to increase in value, causing you to have to pay a little bit more whenever you do decide to move forward. And another factor to consider too is with there not being that much inventory out on the market right now, if you are ready to move forward personally, but you're waiting for the market, what if that perfect house does come around and you're not even talking with the realtor to see what new listings are coming around? Of course, you would hope that there's always going to be a situation in the future that you're going to find a house that'll work for you. But if you're not looking or set up on a search when you are financially able to purchase a house, you might miss some really great opportunities with the house that you would have liked or that it might take you longer to find in the future. And then, of course, if you do wait to purchase the home, that means that, maybe, and this is especially true for first-time home buyers that are maybe renting right now or even living with family. But the longer you wait to purchase, the longer you're going to wait to build equity. Owning a home is one of the main ways that people build wealth here in America. And having equity in a home is only going to happen once you do purchase a house. So the sooner you do purchase a house, and again, hopefully after you do, that value of your home is going to continue to increase like we've been talking about here too. And you will build equity more quickly once you do, of course, buy a house compared to if you're waiting and you're not building that equity. So those are some of the main reasons that you might consider wanting to purchase a house sooner than later. Now, as I wrap up this video, I'll once again encourage you all to do a thorough analysis of your own financial situation and locate a local mortgage professional like myself and a local real estate professional as well, and have them go through some of these answers and ask some of these questions together with them so that you can be as prepared as possible for once you are ready to take that leap into owning your own home. I really hope this video was helpful for you all. If you have a chance, please leave a like on this video, subscribe to the channel. I enjoy doing these. I'll be back with another video again real soon. Thank you all so much for stopping by and all the support I've got. Hope you all have a great day.